Hi, I'm Rick Dior, and that was the classic tune, Airegin, from an old Maynard Fergusson record. I'll put the cover here. Really fast tune. When I was a kid, I think I did a video on this playing fast, but when I was a kid, this was my benchmark. This and the Sonny Rollins record with that tune Be Quick on it with Max Roach, you know. Those were the fastest tunes I could find. And I can't forget Jake Hanna with Caledonia, Woody Herman. So that's Peter Erskine on this cut. I definitely suggest listening to it. And this is a young man's game. So, you know, as you get older, you slow down a bit. So it's tricky to play this fast when you get older because things tighten up. But, you know, I try to keep limber and do it to the best of my ability. So this is a great, great chart. From top to bottom. It goes by so fast, but it's an awesome arrangement. And even Maynard solos on it. He normally didn't do that too much on these bebop tunes. And you know, Airegin's a Sonny Rollins tune, spells Nigeria backwards. And they never did it this quick. Sonny didn't, and no one else. This is the fastest version of this thing. So it's about 340, which is a brutal tempo. And to try to make that tempo, you've got to use a lot of fingers. So I'll just show you the intro to this. Let's see if I can call it up here. So you see that articulate. So you've got to relax, first of all. You're never going to play this fast. You don't relax your shoulder. And then it's a lot of movement like this. So it's that circular motion. It's hard to keep it going, but once you get it moving like that, it kind of, it's like a motor, you know, it just goes and goes. You can break the pattern like this. That provides a little bit of relief. Other strategies, you can just play quarter notes. I don't tend to do that too much, but I've heard lots of guys and gals do that. Just quarter notes, and once in a while put that skip beat in. Another interesting thing you can do is mix it up with the left hand, which actually gooses along that right hand. So I don't know why it works like that. Maybe someone can do a doctoral thesis on it, but it really helps to have the two hands going there. You can also play your snare drum on the skip beat. And if you have the right drum, like this Dunnett stainless steel drum, that's a little bit dark, but it blends with the cymbals well, it gives the illusion that you're playing that with one hand. So those are all some strategies, but really what you want to do is be able to play it straight like that. I'll put on the track one more time. And so forth. So I hope you can see my hand moving like that. And again, that helps. Don't keep it static in one place. The relief there. So let's talk about the chart here. I would definitely suggest catching these figures, the big ones, with two hands. It's too fast to catch them just with one, and you need to play very powerfully. So you saw me on the demo play these around the drums with two hands like that. It's okay. It goes by so fast you don't really miss the cymbals there. Now be really aware of the form of this tune. It's a strange form. It's like A-B-A-C, Airegin. It's a 40-bar tune, I believe. Yes. So make sure you play those extra bars And if you're playing a solo over the whole tune, which is pretty long, you need to keep track of that in your head. All right? So the first solo is a sax solo there on the first page, and there's some background figures and all that. I would not use a Chinese cymbal or anything playing the ride pattern here. You want articulate cymbals like these old Ks. They work really, really well there. The China is great for catching those big low notes, though, as you saw me do in the demo. The fills should be short and quick. A lot of snare drum fills helps the band. If you play a lot of low stuff, it gets lost. So you saw me playing a lot of snare drum fills in the demo. Then there's a piano solo there. You're going to have to play softer if you're playing live. So that might be a good spot for a flat ride or a small cymbal. Here I played it on this 22K. It works fine. If it's a recording, they could turn the piano player up. Great piano solo there. And it's a long solo, too. All right? Plays the whole form, basically. And so then we have this first ensemble section in the third page. Ba-ba, 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da. Little fills there, you know. So those kinds of fills where you're mixing up the snare drum and the toms work really, really well for that. And these short things before the solo, they work great on just the snare drum. You put a tom in here or there. And then we get to the trumpet solo. He plays a chorus here. And there's a stop there. That gives you a second to rest. Just about 2 seconds. And then don't set up the figure on the bottom of page 3. It's very tempting to hit a bass drum before that, but it's so cool. It's such a surprise. Everything stops, and then bam, which comes in on 2. So that's one of the best parts of the whole chart. So don't set that up, okay? And then we have our final crazy, intense shout chorus on the 4th page, and that's just really, really hard. And again, very notey, very drum solo-like. All right? The last page is where you actually have a drum solo here. And it's hard to catch on this recording. It's not exactly in time. I tried to tap it out a few times, but I timed it out with a click. So basically 10 bars here. And then, you know, come in, it works out like that. So, and I'm playing very notey there to continue the propulsion of the tune. Peter plays kind of a spaced out sort of solo with a China cymbal and stuff like that, which is awesome, but I just filled it all up, kind of like a Buddy Rich kind of thing there. And then the last 2 bars are one of the greatest solo fill setups I've ever heard. I just love that, you know. It's so ingenious to catch that. I don't know any other drummer who would do something as musical as that. So I just copied it because I couldn't see playing that any other way. So if you listen to the original, you'll hear that. So that's Airegin by Maynard Fergusson, one of the most difficult big band charts you'll ever play because of the speed. There's no odd times or any weird rhythms. It's just so dang fast just to hang in there for this long. So hope you enjoyed this. I'll play the solo now, or I'm sorry, I'll play the tune again for you now, and give you some different views from some of these different cameras. And we'll see you again soon.